Hey, do you want out to eat?
No thanks. Just thought I'd come round and pass on some good news I've had.
Oh, well, there's more at the fridge if you celebrate it.
Yeah, not that you need any excuse.
Do you know that I'm almost tempted? All right, Sammy. All right.
You better get him one, then he'll tell all. So?
Oh, right, yeah. So I got a phone call from Her Majesty's Finest this morning.
Yeah.
Told me they'd got the scumbags who raided the post office. Cheers.
Blimey, that were quick.
Well, it makes a change on picking on some proper villains instead of likes of us.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'll save that debate for another time. Point is, they're behind bars. Someone tipped the police off, apparently.
Oh. Hang on. Why did they phone you?
Ah, well, that's the really good news. It turns out it was the same blokes that done the pub. The ones after our Eli.
No.
Oh, yeah, caught 'em with the pub money, stuff from the shop, and the shotgun.
Banged your rights.
Where'd Sammy go?
You got work to go to?
Oh, nothing that can't wait. Listen, if you want me to stay around for today...
Why would I?
Well, I just thought what happened yesterday...
I do appreciate it, Scott, but after something like this, you and me both know we've just got to get on with it.
Yeah. Still...
I'll be OK.
All right. Cheers, Mum.
I love.
Cheers, mate. Right, what can I do for lunch? Go on, you name it.
I'm not hungry.
Hey, come on. You've got to look after all three of you.
I'll be fine, and even better once I get some work done.
If I remember correctly, we needed a whole new schedule drawing up for the church wardens.
It's all done.
Oh. OK, the adult literacy class.
Yeah, it's all sorted.
What about...
It's all sorted. We managed.
Surplus to requirements once again, then?
Oh, someone's sounding a teeny bit jaded.
Just an observation, that's all. What are you doing back?
Got an essay to write.
I thought you were going to the library.
Well, I changed my mind. I decided to work here today, if it's all the same to you. Excuse me?
Ashley. Look, this is about Ethan being here when he got back, isn't it?
The self-righteous prig who undermined me to the bishop and attempted to seduce you into the bargain. No, I was delighted to see him.
Well, he's gone now, hasn't he?
Oh. It's nothing to do with Ethan, as it happens. It's just a tad unnerving to come home and find that the place runs perfectly well without me, that's all.
Well, it could be argued you left a well-oiled machine.
Nice try.
Right, I'm off to see Emily.
Yes, and that's another thing.
Yeah, now's not the time, and, I've been meaning to tell you. Got a bit of good news. Remind me when I get home. Ta-ra!
Eli, are you there? Don't shoot her, or it's only me.
Marlon tells me they caught them robbers.
Well, I hope they chop their hands off. Well, at least it's a bit of excitement.
You what?
Well, I'm just saying, it's a bit of danger, innit?
Vic, her dad was killed in a raid in there.
Yeah, that's why I keep telling her I'm not happy about her working here. And I keep telling you not to be so morbid. In case you've forgotten, he was also my husband.
All the more reason, then.
Does that make sense to you? Because it doesn't to me.
I can understand how Donna feels.
All right, love. I reckon it's time you took a break.
I've just had a break.
Yes, but another one isn't going to hurt. Is it, Lisa?
Why am I suddenly the fount of all knowledge?
Viv, you're 19 weeks gone, and you've just been through a very traumatic experience.
If one more person tells me I've been through a traumatic experience...
Yeah, but you have been through a traumatic...
Well, I know I was there. For your information, I am not made of bone china. I will not break next time somebody looks at me. And 10 years ago, I didn't let that thug of an ex-husband, Reg, stop me working in my own place of business, and I'm not going to let it happen now, all right? £5.80, please, Lisa.
Emily? Emily?
Hi.
Oh,
I was just taking a nap.
I brought you some food.
Thank you.
How are you?
I'm all right.
Good. That's good.
It's good of you to do this.
Oh, no, it's no trouble.
I know how busy you must be being the vicar's wife.
Oh, I can always find time for an old friend.
No, you get on. You must have business.
You're trying to kick me out?
I have got quite a bit to do.
Like what?
Clean myself up for a start.
Yeah, and then what?
Sounds like you're checking up on me.
No, I'm just concerned about you, that's all. Look, you know that you don't have to worry about Sarah. She's in the best possible place. You did the right thing, you know.
That's nice to know. I must get on.
You let Eli have my gun, didn't you?
No. He wanted me to steal it, but I said I wouldn't.
But you knew that it were him that took it anyway. And even when I asked you, you said nout.
Sorry.
Sorry. Is that it? He's a maniac, and you knew he had my gun. Something I can't get back and all. You don't grow on trees, you know.
I never thought. He must have done that robbery because I said I were going to turn him in.
How many times have I warned you about him? How many times have I told you that he uses folk?
He can't have said out about me helping him, though, can he? Even if he has been arrested, I mean, they would have come for me by now, wouldn't they?
Is that why you went there? Eh? See if they got Eli?
Why haven't they?
No. They picked up those two geezers that did over our Marlon. Sam, what am I going to do with you? You promised Alice that you wouldn't get involved with the likes of Eli. You've got your own son now to think of.
But I didn't know what to do, did I?
You should have come to me. That is what I'm here for.
All right.
I thought you were working in the tech room.
No way.
Oh, just heard someone when I was passing by. Thought I did anyway.
Probably can't get us someone for the horses.
Could be a ghost.
Don't be so daft.
I'm just saying it might be.
Thought it'd be too good to be true. Take her for a walk.
Your dad put you up to this, didn't he?
Just seeing if you wanted some help, Viv, that's all. And you should take it, Mum, when it's offered. No matter who it's from.
I'm quite capable of managing this place on my own, thank you.
Hi, a coffee, please. Viv, I'm really sorry to hear about the robbery. It must have been awful for you.
It was. Know what makes it worse? No one will let me forget it.
Well, something like that affects us all.
No, it doesn't. It affects me. I have been there before. The man I loved died in there. And yesterday I was faced with a violent thug who was man enough to hold a gun but not man enough to do an honest day's work. A slime ball who, if he ends up in jail, still makes him think he's hard. And I hate the fact that a piece of filth like him can make me feel so bad inside in here. I hate him, I hate him, I hate him.
Now we better get our skates on. Last thing we need now is the dragon finding us here.
Mrs. Sinclair.
Who else?
But you have done out wrong for once.
Bless your lip. I haven't decided if I'm talking to you yet.
What?
All right. You're right, Sam. My imagination. Thought for a minute I felt the dragon's breath on my neck. Come on. Well. If it isn't Billy the Kid.
Do you know, it's a stroke of luck seeing you here. Whoa. And you wonder why we're all bothered about you. Dynamo you may be, my love, but going straight back to work after everything that's happened... Well, nobody else would.
Well, I'm not anybody, am I? I'm me. Now I've let off steam. I'll be fine.
Well, if you say so.
I do.
Viv?
Oh, I'll be all right.
No, you're not all right. Come on, sit down.
Don't make a fuss.
I'm not fussing. I'm sitting you down.
I just went dizzy. I got up too quick. Oh.
Right. Calling Dr. Abbott.
All right.
Hiya.
She's through right, Wobbler.
I don't blame her.
Any Rob, what brought you back here?
It's a stepping stone. I mean, this is as good a place as any to get my exams before going on to uni.
Not for a completely debauched student life.
Yep, that's the plan. After which, I can walk into a completely overpaid yet highly satisfying career. Oh, do stop me if this skit's going a bit too far.
No, I love seeing you reducing yourself to a cultural stereotype.
So, you reckon we're looking at 5 years minimum?
Funny that.
Funny. No, not in any definition of the word I can think of.
Funny peculiar. Them two hard cases. Season pros, you thought, right?
I've got a feeling it wasn't the first experience of life on the wrong side of the law, was it?
They were daft enough to rob our cafe after having ripped off this place and having a go at you. And then they get caught. With the proceeds and the weapon. Hardly Ocean's 11, is it?
So they're very thick season pros, but then being a thug isn't a job that requires a vast intellect, is it? That's this one.
What?
Nothing. What can I get you?
Go easy on him, Dad.
Oh, I'm sorry, didn't that hurt?
Oh, come on, Uncle Zach, what were I going to do? I owed them thousands. There was no way I could have paid them back.
So you done the calf?
Aye, but money weren't the reason.
Yeah, bother.
Serious, it was just to frame them.
Go on.
Well, I know what they're like. Even if I'd have given them sponders, they'd have still been coming back to us for more. I had to get them out of the picture, and there's 2 ways I could have done that.
Yeah, the obvious one.
Well, murder's a bit hardcore, even for me, do you know what I mean? Framing them seemed like the civilised thing to do. I had to make sure they go down for a long time, though.
So you robbed the cafe and planted the gear onto them?
Ah, well, they thought I were paying them back, so I gave them a bag full of cash and a couple of bottles of scotch. They're not to know they're from Viv's shop.
You have to let me talk to her.
What?
Emily, you have to let me talk to her.
No, I can't.
Laurel, I'm trained in counselling. This is what I do. It's part of my job.
I was thinking of wearing this for tomorrow to see my brief. What do you think?
Very fetching.
It's lovely, yeah? She's convinced I'm going to get off, you know.
Justice is a wonderful thing.
Yeah, I know. Ashley, I've promised Emily I won't tell anyone where she is. I'm not going to break that promise.
So bring her here.
Well, I can't bring her here. She'll be scared to be seen. Can we change the subject, please? Seriously. Yeah. Did you tell him the good news? Oh, no.
There's actually some good news.
Yes. While you were away, me and Steph had a meeting with Bishop George.
Oh?
And we persuaded him to sell the old vicarage and buy this one instead.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, come on. It's more than nice. I mean, this place is more modern and it's got loads of room for visitors like me.
No one felt the need to consult me about this, obviously.
Well, you weren't here. Actually, I must confess, it was my idea. Yeah, no, it's turned out all right in the end, isn't it?
Plainly.
What's the problem?
No problem whatsoever. I mean, you're looking after the church and my pastoral care. Steph's dealing with the bishop and organising my financial life. Get Ethan back to do the services and I can retire gracefully.
Firing into the ceiling with icing on cake, really.
Oh, aye. Scaring a pregnant woman half to death. Real touch of class.
Aye, and that I'm sorry about. But I had to make sure the cartridge matched up when the cops found the gun I'd planted. Simple, really.
Dad's gone, you mean?
Sorry about that and all. Where else were I going to nick one from?
Aye, if I got a licence for that gun, they'd have traced it back to me.
Yeah, but I knew you wouldn't. You don't, do you?
What's a flaming dawn?
Ah, well, there you go, then. An anonymous tip-off, Nick and Gary spending a 5-year stretch minimum, and it's payback for our Marlon, if no tells.
Oh, see. So you're saying you didn't do this just to get yourself out of trouble?
Ah, well, I bet. I could have just given him cash, couldn't I?
Well, if you hadn't have ordered, my Marlon would have never got battered in first place.
Thank you. Thanks for pointing that out, Sammy.
You are not serious.
Oh, don't start lecturing me. I've got business to run.
You are the victim of an armed robbery. You've just had a panic attack. Business can wait.
Don't look at me, Doc. This is what I've been telling her.
Your blood pressure is 130 above 85, which is too high.
Well, it's hardly surprising, is it, given the circumstances?
Yeah, which are about to change. The business is absolutely the worst place for you to be at the moment. You are to have a complete rest from now on.
Well, unlike some, I can't just drop everything.
Yeah, yes, you can, love. Look, you're gonna have to, aren't you? We've got the twins to think about now, as well as you.
Your husband's right. I really have to insist. You stop working as of now.
Oh, well, you've got to admit it's worked out in Ed.
You think it's as easy as that, don't you, you little chorra?
Hey, I've said I'm sorry.
Dad. Wait a minute, that's all we need.
Come on, girl. Dad.
Right. Grab him.
What?
Just get hold of him as if you've caught him doing something he shouldn't. Just do it.
Like this.
Oh, how you doing, Mrs.
Mr. Dingle, on home farm property again. Give me one good reason why I shouldn't call the police.
Yeah, I bet you think I've been up to no good.
Very astute.
But I'm pleased to tell you that you're wrong. The fact is that I was out overlooking this area and I was thinking again about your job offer.
And why should I believe that?
Oh, Sammy will back me up.
Sammy who?
Bring him over, Sam. Now, would you kind of tell the good lady that I've just caught you poaching?
Hey, you what?
Tell her.
Anyone there? Hey, are you really going to hand me over to cops for poaching?
The decision's not mine, I'm afraid. What the boss says goes.
So does this mean you're actually going to take the job?
I'm your man.
Well, in that case, instead of involving the police, why don't I just leave you to dispense your own form of summary justice?
Summary justice, huh?
I'm confident you'll think of something appropriate.
Ah, right then.
Nice work.
Court adjourned. Now, about the job, I'll need a gun, tools of the trade and
Do you
all
want me to
that.
believe you don't have a gun already, Zach?
I did have, but you know how it is. Licence lapsed and I had to get rid.
Really?
Now,
It's all anyone in the village is going on about at the moment. Oh, no. And that Viv's going on like she's the only one ever to be robbed.
Well, she might have good reason.
What do you mean? Did anyone notice someone's been going through our bins?
Be foxes.
All the tramps are over at Wiley's.
Well, if you can find anything of use in our bins, he's welcome to.
Oh, you might be a runaway axe murderer.
Victoria.
Well, it could be.
Right, I've had enough. I'll check the stock.
Why is he so narky? You two going on about crime and mad axe murderers. Oh, come on, we all like a bit of action, don't we, Vic? The guy who raided Viv's last is Billy Hotwood and his dad.
Hey, you must have smelt this cookie. Corned beef hash. Oh, what's he doing here?
Don't worry, I'm not stopping.
what are you talking about?
Well, I'm thinking it's best separate ways after receiving my punishment. Oh. What, have I said something funny?
You think after everything you did, that is punishment?
What's he on about? Punishment?
Oh, you don't want to know. Here. You, lad, are stopping with us. And while you're here, I can have a think and decide how best you can make amends.
It'd be good having you to stay again.
Yeah, there you go. You've cheered our Sammy up now. That's a good start.
Ah, well, I'm glad to hear it.
Well, just one thing, though. I hope, for your sake, this is the last time I have to say this, but you put one foot wrong, and I'll make you wish you'd never been born. And you know I mean it. Right, Flower. I'll explain all this later. But in the meantime, I've got some good news for you. I am only the new gamekeeper at Home Farm. Official.
Oh, Zach. Hey, extra helpings for you tonight. Mwah.
I wouldn't mind some extra ash and all.
Hello. I didn't expect to see you again today.
Tin opener.
Thanks. Might have pineapple chunks for pudding.
Why did you lie to me, Emily?
I'm not with you.
Oh, come on, please. Because unless Sarah has suddenly learned how to make her own blankets, I know that you've been to see her.
Oh.
What are you doing?
I really appreciate your help, Laurel, and I don't want to fall out of you. I've precious few friends. But Sarah and me has got nothing to do with you.
But there is no you and Sarah anymore. You've got to let go.
How can I?
You have to.
You don't understand how I feel.
Well, I've got a pretty good idea.
No, you haven't.
Yes, I have. I've lost people that are close to me, and like everybody who suffers a loss, you have to adjust to accept it. You know, you took a brave step giving Sarah back to Andy, and now you just got to leave him to it.
But I can't. Don't you understand that?
No, I don't. I know it's not easy, but you just have to take a step back. Sarah needs stability. She needs to know where she stands, who her parents are, a loving home. You have to promise me you won't see her again.
Rosemary Sinclair.
Zach Dingle.
Zach Dingle's our new gamekeeper.
That's right. It takes a thief to catch a thief.
He's that all right?
Do I detect a note of double standards? You're the one who lied about him working here.
Yeah, well, I didn't put him on the blasted payroll. Dad's going to be well impressed.
No, Tom will be relieved, but at last the estate is being run by someone capable.
Yeah, if there's an estate to come back to.
Goodbye, Carl.
See, right as rain.
No harm checking. 125 over 80.
Told you.
It's still high, Viv.
Right, well, that's it then. You're definitely not working in the cafe.
I work in the shop.
No, neither. You can take it easy.
I must be joking. My blood pressure will go through the roof if I'm stuck up here wondering what on earth you, Kelly and Jamie are messing about at downstairs.
Tough.
Check my blood pressure again. It's boiling.
I assume everything's A-OK, tickety-boo?
No, her blood pressure's still high.
Right. Complete bed rest for you until you pop them.
Oh, good grief, Bob. Anyone would think I don't care about them.
I know that you care about them, but I care about you as well.
I don't suppose it would do any harm if you took a chair into the shop. As long as you let everyone else do fetching and carrying.
Another barking instructions.
Tough.
You sure you're going to be all right with Sarah?
I'm not useless.
If you get the slightest bit worried...
Yeah, I'll ring you. Don't forget, I need paying.
Yeah.
Bit chilly for picnics.
Well, Emily doesn't have a choice, does she?
I'll come with you. We've been through all this.
She's just so fragile. She's desperate about losing Sarah.
For heaven's sake, Laurel, I've known her a damn sight longer than you have. I married her to Paddy and Butch Dingle. I buried him.
Well, that was then.
What do you mean?
Well, would you have informed the police about what Sam did to Alice? Would you have attacked your father?
I didn't attack him.
Yeah, Ashley, you do judge people. Something you never did. The last thing Emily needs right now.
Oh, and what does she need?
I don't know. I wish I did.
Let's let you come.
Suppose it won't do any harm.
Thanks.
No. Come. Please.
I'll get my jacket.
Enrique! Enrique? I'm losing you. Hang on. I'm just going upstairs. You play with your toys. No, I still can't hear you. Yeah, that's better. I can hear you now. Yeah. Where are you? Really? What are you up to? No.
Hello, precious.
Steady.
Thanks, Pet. Oi, shift your backside. You were due in at work at 8:30.
Oh, I'll be in later. Oh, I might have a surprise for you.
Can't wait.
How's Mum?
Oh, she's fine, plonked there, devouring the tabloids.
Well, I think I'll just go check on her because that robbery really got to her.
Don't we all know it?
Hey, maybe you could take a couple of weeks off work.
Why?
Yeah, you know, just keep an eye on her, pretend you're working in the shop. I'd feel a lot happier.
Wait, no, wait, I wouldn't. Stuck in there with her.
Well, I thought just come in any minute. It's easy pickings.
I know, get some proper security then.
Oh, like what?
Like what? I don't know. It's supposed to be a boom industry.
Well, there is a guy that did a session at the police training and does that sort of thing. He's an ex-copper.
Perfect. Give him a bell. Anything, so as long as I don't have to be stuck in there with her 24/7.
You know what, Dad? I've realised that most of my problems in the past have been because of the way I've reacted to men. Terence, Adam, more men than I care to remember. I've never been in control.
Oh, that's behind you now. Get this trial finished with.
Oh, no, I'm not going to wait that long.
You don't have any choice.
But I do. I am a shareholder in a very successful business. One which I have been neglecting, but no more. I am going to get involved and I'm going to take charge of my destiny.
What business?
Eric's factory.
I don't think he'll see it like that, and either will Valerie.
Oh, I'm sure they'll see reason. I should have pursued this a long time ago, but what with everything that's happened. This is going to be my new start.
It really is not good enough. There's barely a pheasant in sight.
Hey, well, what do you want me to do about it? Lay some?
You better do something.
You know your problem? Poachers.
No, that's your problem. You're supposed to get rid of them.
Well, I had one yesterday. I'm still waiting for the bonus.
I've got 2 parties booked in. If they have nothing to shoot at, I'm going to let them have a pop at you.
Blimey. No wonder they had a general strike with likes of you in charge.
Yes, and we won that too. My grandfather drove an omnibus.
Scab.
The caterers have been on. They want to confirm the numbers for the shooting parties.
Make sure they lay on plenty of pies for the beaches.
Yes, go and do it. No, I better talk to them. You sort out those birds.
And if I can't, what are you going to do? Sack me?
No. I'm going to give your successor strict instructions to shoot you the moment he sees you on home farm property again.
The worrying thing is, she'd do it.
I've been thinking.
So have I. I never told you were on flexi time.
I know where the business is going wrong, Eric.
What are you on about?
Yeah, of course, the uncertainty of the Kings River development has created a slight cash flow problem.
You're putting too many eggs in one basket.
Oh, so what do you suggest? We revert to counterfeit bag making?
Oh, no, thanks. One old bag round here's one too many for me.
I couldn't agree with you more, Valerie. And I think you should reserve your gutter talk for the staff.
Hang on. I only took you on as a cutter out, and I'm still not sure I trust you with the scissors.
Well, you might not have to in the future.
Huh. Well, here's altruism for you. You're offering your resignation to ease our cash flow.
Sort of. I'm going to resume my partnership and give this business my full attention.
What partnership?
Oh, Eric, don't tell me you haven't mentioned to Valerie that I own 49% of this business.
I want you to know that whatever I've done, I've always tried to do what's best for you. And I know it's not worked out how I wanted it to. But believe me, precious one, what I'm going to do now is for the best.
You hung up. Oh, you.
Yeah, you hold it. Oh, you're so good.
Andy.
You can try these stunts with that poor old dad of yours, but not here, lady.
Look, I don't want to fall out with anybody.
No, that's not like you, is it?
No, of course you don't, Stephanie.
I just want what's rightfully mine.
I don't know about that, but you will certainly get what's coming to you.
Eric, please tell me if any of the following is untrue. I put good money into this factory, and I do own 49% of the shares. Not only that, but I took the can for you when the trading standards threatened to close us down, which, incidentally, saved your business and your political career. Now, I have never taken a penny out of the profits. Well, that is going to have to change. Also, not wishing to mudsling, but you helped Adam, a wanted criminal, to evade justice.
Is all of this true?
Of course not.
Oh, dear. I'm sorry about that. I was only saying to my dear old dad how I was hoping we could sort this out amicably. I really didn't want to resort to the legal system, but after what I've been through, this will be a piece of cake. You see, I've got nothing to lose. But for you two, it's everything.
Emily? It's Laurel.
And Ashley.
She's gone.
Perhaps she's risked the shops.
No, she's taken her things.
She must have decided to move on then.
Oh, she was in no state for that.
If only you'd let me see her earlier,
What difference would that have made?
I might have helped her work through things.
Well, Ethan tried that.
Ethan.
Look, he was genuinely concerned about her.
Like he was concerned about you? My feelings being conveniently ignored.
Ashley, now's not the time. Emily's at the end of her tether and goodness knows what she'll do. Sarah.
Wait there.
Be careful.
She's obviously lost her grip on reality. She knows she's facing a long-term prison sentence. But she must be in a state of denial and created a fantasy scenario.
Blimey, Eric. You sound like a shrink.
One doesn't achieve what I have without a deep understanding of human behaviour.
Listen, Sigmund, if you're that brilliant, why did you let her set foot in here in the first place?
Who offered her the job?
I've been thinking.
Don't tell me. You've decided not to work here. We'll just have to soldier on without you.
That's very considerate of you both. No, it wasn't that. I was wondering where I might put my desk. Perhaps if you was to shuffle into that corner, Valerie.
I just wanted to see Sarah.
Victoria, take Sarah upstairs.
I'm sorry.
Just do it! I said get her out of here!
I needed to say goodbye to her.
You must think I'm stupid.
Just let her explain.
What did I get to say when she took my baby? You knew what she meant to me. That's why you sneaked off without a word. Never even let me know what she was doing.
I thought it was at best.
Well, for you, it wasn't that useless slapper Debbie you were saving her from, or Kane. It were me. I'm not one of these time wasters mouthing off in the pub. I graft.
I know.
I come from a decent family. She'd have been all right with me. She will be all right with me. And no sad weirdo's going to get in the way of that.
Stop it.
Why, in case I hurt her feelings? Just think how I felt when you stole my child.
What we aim to do is put you in control of your environment.
It looks great, doesn't it, Mum?
I'd sooner have a machine gun mounted on the counter.
Not very customer-friendly, Mrs. Hope. Yeah, call you Viv.
Call me what you like, but we still can't afford to shell out for this lot. We got twins on the way.
Oh, Mum! Sorry, I've wasted your time.
It's all right. I'll leave my card. She might reconsider.
Oh,
What are you doing?
Talk about more chiefs than Indians. She's only been back 5 minutes. Already she's throwing her weight around.
Oh, she won't last another 5 if I've got anything to do with it.
Are those curtains ready to go?
Give us a chance.
Well, they won't get done while you're standing round chatting, now will they, Lisa?
Best get them done.
We make a good team.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, we've just got to define our roles.
Oh, I know my role.
Yes, you're Eric's mistress.
I am Val's interiors.
That's Eric for you. Always promising a girl the earth.
What's that supposed to mean?
He's humouring you, love. Oh, I used to think we had a real partnership. And we did. Well, as long as it suited Eric. Oh, well, at least you've got the war pack to fall back on. And I'd better go and chivvy Lisa along.
It was a joke. I'm sorry. I thought Donna was coming through.
you're a prat.
Can I say something?
You can take him outside and give him another seeing to.
You're obviously in an emotional state, Viv.
Well, who wouldn't be?
Which is not unusual with victims of crime. It's a form of post-traumatic stress syndrome. Your world's been turned upside down, which makes it vital you get back in control.
Yeah, he's right, Mum.
Let me suggest, as a starting point, simple remote locks on the doors.
You're just taking advantage of the situation.
And I'll even do you a special price, seeing as you're Donna's mum.
Well, we'll go for it. Right, Mum?
Oh, so the mask wasn't such a bad idea then?
Why don't you sit down?
Andy don't want me here.
We can't really blame him.
I don't, Katie. It's all my fault.
Just sit down, Emily. Do you want a drink?
No, she doesn't.
Everything you said were right. That's why I came back.
Well, you needn't have bothered.
Just listen to her.
No. No, I'm not. I can't believe you've not got a grip of what she did to me. She did the worst thing anyone could do. It was evil. That's right. For all your God-bothering button wouldn't melt, you did an evil thing. And after all that, you still couldn't hold your hands up. You dump her, just like Debbie wanted to do when she was born. I wouldn't expect any more of her, but you. After our mum died, you looked after us. Like a mother. I trusted you more than anyone.
I only did then what I tried to do with Sarah and make things better for you all.
No, you didn't. You tried to steal a family because no one would have one with you.
Andy!
You stole Sarah, and now you've got the front to come back. You're twisted.
Right, this isn't helping anyone.
I'm not some social worker paid to give excuses. You could go and die for all I care.
No, Andy.
Because it was like my daughter died when you took her.
I know how you feel, because I feel the same way. I don't want to live without her.
So, what's the goss from Home Farm?
Rosemary's been running around like a headless chicken trying to keep Zack in line.
Well, what does she expect?
I think it's a travesty the way that place has been allowed to decline over the last few months. I would never have put up with it when I was estate manager.
There's a large one, front door.
Has Stephanie managed to have a word with you?
You're a nice fella, Alan. A gent. And I am a lady. I do not want to offend you by discussing that conniving, swivel-eyed cow of a daughter of yours.
You just have to cancel the shoots.
Do you know how much trouble I've gone to attract new customers? And because you've let Home Farm run down, I've had to start from scratch. And the King name hardly adds any kudos.
Oh, buy some blasted pheasants then.
They're not budgerigars. One can't just walk into a pet shop.
Well, what can one do then?
Get no sense out of you, that's what.
Well, you might well laugh. No shoots, no job, Zach.
He's getting just like the rest of them. Power man.
He's right. I'm not about to pay you to sit around and do nothing.
I'm not doing nothing. I'm whittling. Whittling and thinking. I have got a solution to your problems. What do you reckon?
I reckon I'm going to shove that where the sun doesn't shine if you don't tell me.
Ooh, I wouldn't be able to rustle you up some buck-sheaf pheasants then, would I?
This better be good.
Did that touch the sides?
Never mind that, goes another one.
I'd say you were troubled.
So would you be if a psycho'd elbowed her way into your life?
And which psycho would that be?
Oh, reckons she owns half the factory.
Oh, she's obviously losing it.
She's a clever cow. And how am I to know what deal she had with Eric in the past? Trouble is, I can't keep tabs on her all the time when I've got this place to see to. But you could.
You might have forgotten, but I do work for you here. And I don't spend most of my time on that side of the bar knocking back shorts.
It's medicinal. You could work part-time at the factory between shifts here. Between us, we could have her covered.
No.
I'll pay you. You're a dab hand at machining.
To be honest, Mother, I'd rather be dropped from a great height into the Bermuda Triangle with shark bait attached to my privates than be caught between you, Eric, and Steph.
That could be arranged.
Well, I just hope Emily will be all right.
Give me a break.
She didn't mean to harm anyone. She did bring Sarah back.
And I'm supposed to be grateful.
All I'm saying is, Andy, she's beating herself up. She doesn't need anyone else to do it.
I know what family means. I never had a proper one until Jack and Sarah took me in. I even came close to destroying that. I was a silly little kid, and Jack stuck by me. He showed me that family is everything. No one's going to mess with mine.
Emily doesn't have a family, does she?
It's not my problem.